I graduated from college in 1993, and that was undergrad school. And during that year, we read A Handmaid's Tale. And I just finished today watching the fifth season of the show on Hulu. And it makes me now want to go back and reread the book that I read nearly 30 years ago. Because I have no recollection of the book whatsoever. I know I read it. I knew that I was angry about seeing women in red habits. And I'd like to know if anyone else feels like this has been a blueprint for the GOP for how to oppress women and what their end goal is with Project 2025. As I watched the show, that's all that occurred to me as I thought about Kay Cox in Texas, as I thought about the travel bans they're setting up in Texas and Missouri and Idaho to prevent women from leaving, to the ridiculousness of having the Supreme Court listen to completely absurd arguments about mifepristone. And obviously the three Supreme Court justices that were put on during Trump's presidency all had said that Roe was sacrosanct and would not be touched, and they all vehemently lied. And it looks like Kavanaugh and all the truth about him being a predator is probably true. There were lots of reports the FBI chose to ignore because that's what Donald Trump wanted. He wanted an evangelical on the Supreme Court to take women's rights away. And this is very, very similar to A Handmaid's Tale. And you see it with what the 80% of the GOP put forth in the House to have a national abortion ban and to ban IVF. So no in vitro and no bodily autonomy. The GOP working very hard to oppress women and move us in a regressive manner back to the 1950s. I'm waiting for the Jim Crow laws next. You see it already in Texas. That ability to stop anyone that they think is not an American because they're brown, it's going to be 100% racist. Very akin to Jim Crow. Brought to you by the GOP. Please remember that Donald Trump will make sure that abortion is nationwide. The GOP will make sure that you have zero bodily autonomy and that you have to give birth to children that aren't fully developed or that have abnormalities because they don't want you to see what it is. They want you to have the pregnancy. It's all about control, and it's very reminiscent of Handmaid's Tale. Please watch the series and read the book, and be very concerned. Vote blue.